like Miami. Miami, 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 Miami. It feels like Miami.
Welcome to the Miami Heat Beat podcast. I'm your host, Giancarlo Navas, and with me today, we got Alphonse Sidney, and we are here to crash out.
I've done my crashing out on Twitter, so
I've had COVID.
I'm a lot more even-keeled about it now. I'm
still angry. I just found out about it. I woke up from my COVID coma, and I was like, Haywood Highsmith was traded for what? With what?
Yeah,
absolutely insane stuff.
I took on all the crashing out online for you. You're good.
You did it. Okay, you held strong.
Yes, I did.
So, if you're listening to this podcast, we're recording on a beautiful Monday, August 18th. It's my first podcast since I don't even remember since free agency. I haven't done a ton lately. Frankie, shout out to Frankie, who's really held it down. Frankie, Lou, and the boys. You too, Off. I know you've been on a few times since I've been out.
I've been on like once.
More than me. So was it Friday? It was on it was August 15th. Shams reported that the Heat have traded Haywood Highsmith and a 2032 second round pick. And that's not four. And a 2022 second round pick to the Brooklyn Nets for a protected 2026 second round pick. That was frustrating for a lot of reasons. It was clearly a move to get under the luxury tax. They traded a guy who I think, Alf, we view as good. I think he's a solid rotational NBA player. I don't think there's much to dispute that. He's become a good three-point shooter, particularly in the corners. He can defend. I would say, Alf, three positions comfortably, four depending on the matchup. He could stay on the floor in big games, as we've seen him in important and deep playoff runs. And I don't know, is it crazy for me to think that person was worth more than attaching a second round pick to get off a small expiring contract? Am I crazy?
Here's the thing, right? Like, we can give all the platitudes and accolades to Haywood, right? But he's a rotation player. Yeah. He's a role player.
Solid guy off the bench.
But he's solid, right? And the thing is, a lot of people are like, oh, you're making a big deal over Haywood Highsmith. It's not that, like, I don't think anybody except for maybe Tiffany Meeks, even she was like, trade him. Like, it's time. This team needs so many things, anything of value that you could trade and get something from value in return, especially draft capital, draft assets. Go ahead and do it. We've been clamoring for trading Haywood since like middle of last year. Some people even last offseason. Like when his value.
I want the audience to know we've been saying trade Haywood because he's good. Because
he has value. Not because we don't want him on the team. This team just wasn't good enough to like Haywood was a luxury. Like I said about a lot of these guys who are role players. Luxuries they can't afford. See what you can get back for a guy like Haywood. The frustration is not that no one's crying that Haywood Highsmith is no longer on this team. People are upset that the return for Haywood Highsmith it implies he was a negative asset, right? If you have to attach a draft pick to somebody, they are a negative asset, and you get nothing in return. And everybody was like, "Oh, well, luxury tax relief was what you got in return." They had until April to get under the tax. Like, so stop giving me that. Oh, well, they couldn't have signed Drew Smith. Who gives a fuck? Like, stop that shit about, oh, they couldn't have signed Drew Smith. Because actually they could have, right? They could have went into the tax and then got under the tax by April. They could have figured something out, right? So, like, this whole thing, like, people were making this big deal, like, oh, it's to get Kai Jones. Kai Jones isn't coming here. So this was all done to get under the tax so you could sign Drew Smith. And if that's your logic, all right, go ahead. And if you want to die on that hill like that was some kind of great front office maneuvering, go ahead. But if anybody with half a brain looking at it, it looks at it and says like this was not a smart move. They sold at his lowest value. I understand that they could not take any money back. I understand that. They needed to ship out money without taking money back. There's not a lot of teams with cap space like the Brooklyn Nets. So it's almost like you had it felt like you had to hop on it, while the getting was good, because who knows if the Nets will have cap space later? Who knows if anybody will have cap space by April, right? Because that is something that absolutely could happen. But they had other avenues. They could have waived Fontecchio. There was things that they could have done.
Why did they have to take Fontecchio back in a sign and trade? Duncan Robinson went to a team with cap
Who the
space.
fuck he needed Fontecchio?
Why did they do that?
I didn't need Fontecchio.
I will say this. Haywood Highsmith shot 38 and 39% from 3 last year. I don't think Simeone Fontecchio shot that in his career. He hasn't. He shot 35 and 36% last year.
Nah, man, and they're trying to make us believe Fontecchio is some kind of sniper because he fucked us up one time. Like, it's just like you waited. Somebody in the chat says the timing is weirder than the trade. Like, why? Yeah, like what was the rush to get off of Haywood Highsmith's $5 million? Like, you had all season to do it. And you know what the other thing is, G? Like, even if, let's say, okay, it was a smart move, get it done now because you're not sure if you're going to be able to trade him into somebody's space later. You'd have to take money back. Okay, fine.
Why would nobody want him?
But here's the thing, G. Because maybe the teams that wanted him didn't have the space for him, and you would have had to take money back, and then you would have been in the luxury tax.
Like, he's practically like I don't know, like if you don't know who's gonna get hurt later in the season. Like, if a role guy gets hurt and a team's like, okay, fuck it, our team that's already in the tax. That's like, okay, we'll take a flyer on a good player that we know can play in big games. Like, why did they? I agree with you. Like, why did they do it now? For a lot of reasons, but that's one of them. Like, he could help somebody, and you don't know how the season's going to play out.
And the other thing is this: like, let's say it's all true, right? Like, I like Wes Goldberg from Locked On Heat was on Twitter saying, "Oh, this is actually a good move," and blah blah blah. Like, you don't know if they're going to.
Who said that?
Wes from Locked On Heat.
Why is Wes saying this is a good move?
I don't know. You can try to find it. Go ahead and see if you can find the tweet. Like, I called him out. I said, Wes, I like you, but this is the dumbest shit you ever said. The other part of this is, G, why are they continually in a position? Like, let's say they had to do this. Why are they continually in a position as a team that's middling and going nowhere, a playing team, in a position where their cap is so fucked up, you had to attach a second-round pick to Haywood Highsmith? Like, why are you in that position? Because I guarantee you, if the Nets want to get off Haywood Highsmith, they are going to get draft capital for him. Watch throughout the season. When Haywood Highsmith gets traded next, he's going to get something in return. He's going to get a return. Why are we always in a position where we have to do bullshit like this? Like, it's mismanagement at the highest fucking levels. And you can't tell me it's not. You can't keep fixing your mistakes and not blame you for making the fucking mistakes. Like, come on.
I found the Wes Goldberg tweet. He said the Heat traded Haywood Highsmith to get under the luxury tax and clear the way to add Drew Smith to the roster. I understand the concerns about not getting anything back for Highsmith, but net, it's not bad business. I've never heard anyone say net.
Yeah, I said net. I was like, net, this is the dumbest shit you ever tweeted.
It's honestly, like, I like Drew Smith. They for sure have.
Oh no! So I said net is a ridiculous amount of coat. Like, that is some front office glazing. Like, honestly, I felt like Andy wrote that shit himself. Like, that was crazy talk to me. Like,
yeah, like the two nets.
Like to maybe no pun intended with the net trade, but like to actually sit here and try to justify it because, well, we got Drew Smith. Motherfucker, we been had Drew Smith. Everybody knows what the fuck Drew Smith is. Drew Smith is coming off of, Doc Rob Bandino on Twitter pointed out, I think he's had 3 season-ending surgeries in his career. 3.
Yeah, and that's a doctor.
Doc said that.
And Doc's an actual doctor.
I know. Doctor. Like, 3 season-ending surgeries. This is the big fucking win for Haywood Highsmith?
Chat's asking where's the real Andy, aka Brian
Oh,
Goins.
Brian won't even fucking talk about this.
Brian
shit.
is so mad at this team. He's like, they've killed my passion, they killed my joy. Brian was talking to me about taking like a salary cap class, like a more advanced, and this Pat Riley and Andy and Nick, they killed his love. He's literally joyless.
Yeah, like
Brian's dad died, and I think this has made him even sadder. And I was
Christ.
there.
He's not going to appreciate that one, but
yeah, he'd like that one.
But listen, like it's I don't know. It's just the fact that they're continually in this position, right? That's the part that it's not just, and like people are like, you're crashing out over Haywood Highsmith. No, I'm crashing out over a series of fucking things.
Yeah.
Like it is just, it's time after time after time. It's just honestly, it's fucking snowballed at this point. Yes, Tiff. You see, I'm trying to just get off of that. Like I'm trying to just completely pivot. G knows Brian better than I do, but damn, listen,
my guy, bro.
But yeah, like it's just a snowball effect of all the fucking bullshit that they're constantly doing. Like the Norm Powell thing feels like like this just like this miracle out of nowhere because nothing else they've done has made sense. Like you can't be this bad and be in cap hell at the same time. I don't understand.
I am once again asking, why did they have to get Simone Fontecchio? Because I heard somebody else say, well, Ethan said they're being the undrafted market. Camp starts in like a month and a half, so tick tick. 2, Simeone Fontecchio makes $8.3 million. If you like, Duncan went to a team with cap space.
Yeah, they didn't need to take Simone back.
I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, what the fuck?
But it's like, okay, look, it's like, okay, they needed Fontecchio, and nobody. I mean, maybe he like, okay, maybe Fontecchio to turn out to be decent, fine. But remember, like the whole Kyle Anderson.
Bro, he's 29 years old.
Well, okay, so it's not so okay. It's not even about going young.
He's older than Haywood Highsmith.
Thank you. And then the other thing is, it's like you remember like the Kyle Anderson thing. Like Kyle Anderson was supposed to never even be here, and then whatever they did, they fucked that up somehow. And then they tried to spin it like, oh yeah, we've always liked Kyle Anderson. Motherfucker, he was not even supposed to ever put on a Heat jersey. But somehow you fucked that up.
Ethan was out being like, oh, the Heat have always wanted Kyle Anderson.
But it's just saying, it's just like it's spin, it's bullshit. Like, oh, this is a great move to get under the tax. Like, you fucked up. You guys, they actually liked Haywood Highsmith. They liked him as a player, and they ended up having to attach a pick to dump him. Like, that's just mismanagement at every like. You can try to justify it all you want.
Knowing they all like the Nets are like, I know the Heat are horny to get under the tax. And they took advantage of that.
Yeah, I mean, every team knows it every year. Like they're scrambling constantly.
They're so predictable, and there's a reason why they never have leverage going into any scenario. The only leverage is hoping a player is very angry and makes a mess of things. That's the only leverage they ever have.
But that doesn't even fucking work anymore because you never have any fucking assets.
They had the angry guy, and they didn't even have leverage either.
No, because they never have any fucking assets.
They had the guy that everybody wanted, and everyone
wasn't this their only tradable second round pick?
Yeah, might be because they do have the one that they got for Strus that has not conveyed yet.
I don't know. I believe it was like it was one
could be. I'm
either it was their last one or their second to last one. Like they don't have any more second round picks to trade. Everybody's using second round picks now. To make moves, we don't have any. We don't have any first round picks to trade. It's just, you know, you look at somebody in the chat say, what's left? What is the net return from that 2023 finals team? When you do the fucking the autopsy on that shit, it is fucking sad. It's just like
undrafted guys are it's literally their net. To quote the great Wes Goldberg, their net 0 second round picks because they sent one out for Haywood and they got one for sign and trading Max. But Gabe, they got nothing. They got absolutely nothing for Gabe Vincent. They got nothing for Caleb Martin. They gave away a second rounder for Haywood, and they gave away a second rounder for Max, and they got a second rounder for Max. And then Duncan, they got the $8.3 million contract of Simeone.
Yeah, so out of all those undrafted guys, those heralded undrafted guys, the net. Sorry, Wes. The name of the show is going to be the net trade. The net is fucking Simone Fontecchio.
Who, Alf? Did you even know that guy existed before they traded for him?
No, I did because there was one time he fucking cooked us. Like I think it's like his career high.
Tony Ferrantino must have been so pissed he didn't call that game.
Oh, he would have loved it.
In other news, Marco Bellinelli retired from the NBA today. Did not know he wasn't already retired.
Yeah, I love those retirement announcements. The 3 years after the guy last played.
Yeah, he was a neckbeard of all time. Frankie says the max pick was used for Davion, so there we go. At least we did.
Okay, so Davion and Fontecchio, which Davion.
Hey,
good job.
You know what's funny? They did the Norman Powell thing, and we're like, yo, that was kind of smart. And then they,
But yeah, the Norm Powell thing was so shocking because it's the kind of thing we're always asking them to do, and they never do.
It's the kind of shit that like the Jazz do, and everyone's like, "How did they get in on that?" And we were finally the team.
Those are always the moves like the Davion trade and then the Norm trade are the kind of moves that other teams have been doing to fortify teams kicking our ass that we've never done. Like but we never did any of those moves outside of the what's it called? The Iggy trade. We never did any of those while we had Jimmy here.
Off the net is 0 right now because they had one good trade in the offseason and then one bad trade.
Yeah.
No, actually the Duncan Robinson trade was bad, so never mind. It's not net 0. It's net -1.
I mean, the Duncan Robinson trade, he could have just
it's bad. They took back an $8.3 million salary that they don't want. Maybe they're thinking, oh, we want another mid-sized contract to trade. I'm sure that's how they're going to spin it, and that's what they're thinking. They're not going to trade anything. I promise you they're not going to make any fucking deadline move. That contract is not going to be used. I don't know why they're thinking of being buyers. That's what, I have not thought about this possibility until right now. They want to fucking be buyers, which is why they want that contract so that they can trade him plus Rozier or something to get. I'm so sick of them, bro.
And then somebody was like, oh, well, they want to clear the roster spot so they can bring in this guy. First of all, they're not using the 15th roster spot because if they do, they'll go back into the luxury tax. They can't use that 15th spot till later in the year. Like they have to wait to make sure that the whatever the vet minimum contract they bring in doesn't put them back over the tax. So everyone thought that this 14th roster spot was going to be a guy like Kai Jones because this team could desperately use another big. Because if at any point either Bam or Ware get injured, which, I mean, that's going to happen, they literally don't have another 5 on the entire roster, which doesn't seem – huh?
Nikola Jokic a joke to you?
Yeah, exactly. So they literally don't have another big on the roster after Bam and Ware. So you would have thought they would bring in Kai Jones.
And they just traded Haywood Highsmith, who Spo loves to play at center for some reason.
Yeah, but so they brought in Kai Jones. You would think they would bring in Kai Jones, but they didn't. Everyone thought they were going to bring in Kai and then let Drew finish rehabbing and bring him in later in the year if you really because you fucking have to have Drew Smith because we don't have enough tiny fucking guards on.
They
this
have
team.
to just feel bad for him, right?
Listen. I've made my claims on the Twitter timeline.
What are your claims?
No, listen. All I can just say, there's a resemblance there. Okay,
a resemblance to whom?
Nobody. Spo body. I'm telling you. Look at Spo and Drew closely. All right.
Stay woke.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
This was just okay.
Just look at the two closely. Okay. They do the time, do the age, try to figure out what's going on.
Have you done the math here?
There's a connection. Someone in the chat says Junior. The truth will come out, all right? Because there's no other explanation. I don't understand the fucking fact. And honestly, I liked Drew at the end of last year. Like, he was cooking. He was doing really well. But, like, did this team need another tiny guard? Uh-oh.
I see it.
You see it?
The facial structure just matches really well. Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Yeah, no, I actually really see it. Hold on, let's compare. Let's compare it to Eric.
Tell me I'm wrong. For the audio audience.
Yeah. This is probably not good for the.
We're showing pictures of a facial merge of Drew Smith and Eric Spoelstra.
Yeah, I see it. There's something, Alf. You might be onto something here.
Listen,
You might be onto
man,
something.
eye test never fails.
Outside.
Big 8 seed in the chat says, "Why does the same image keep flashing?" But yeah, man, when you look at the Drew Smith signing, a 3-year contract, like what the fuck are we doing? And I know like
3 more
nothing's
ACL injuries he can have under contract.
and nothing else is guaranteed after this year. Okay, I get it.
He's gonna be getting hurt in ways we never imagined.
But gee, what happens if Bam or Ware misses any amount of time?
Tank season. Stealth.
I mean,
they're not the issue is that one of those guys goes down and then they try to win games by going like mega ultra super small, and it doesn't work out, and they don't have enough guys, and they'll bring in a fucking guy on a two-way, fucking Eddie Curry's son or some shit, and later.
I mean, the other thing is and then what's going to happen at some point during the season that hero extension is going to hit, and honestly, I might not watch another Heat game again.
I don't think that they'll give him the extension in season. I think
no, it has to happen because it's the worst possible thing that can happen. So of course it's going to happen.
They're going to try to bother us. They're going to try to inflict maximum annoyance on us, and they'll do it in the middle of like a 10-game losing streak.
Yeah, not like listen. I don't see how you can look at this and say people are like acting like, I can see the plan. The plan is to go young, right?
Oh, and there's a plan, all right. You just don't like it.
Frankie in the chat pointed out Drew Smith is only 1 year younger than Haywood Highsmith.
And Fontecchio's 1 year older. They could have really had
they're gonna play Pella and Jaime more. Like, Jovic is going to get the chance. I'm telling you, those Jovic DMP CDs are going to hit so different this year.
They're going to be
like
we're going to get so
in favor.
angry.
I'm telling you, in favor of Fontecchio. That's what's going to happen.
And Fontecchio's going to go 1 for 9 from 3,
and everyone's going to start missing Duncan. Oh my God, I'm getting Detroit Pistons league pass.
At least the Duncan thing, like whatever, because clearly, like. He wasn't gonna stay, and they made an error in not moving him sooner. But whatever, like he leaves, that's fine. He leaves for nothing. Again, it's like kind of part of kind of the issue with them. And we've talked about this all season. Chat's asking if I was hosting Pistons post games. You know what? We'll see how we'll get back to. We'll see how the season goes.
We'll call it piston drunk, pisty drunk,
and.
My wife's from Detroit.
We kind of just been kind of going in circles with this offseason, where we have said this a million times. Where's the plan? Why are they acting? They're not acting like a team that should be trying to lose games. They're acting like a team that's trying to position themselves for a move when they've been doing that for years and it has not worked out. And it's like they don't learn. Like
no, but you see, they're positioning themselves for moves.
Imaginary moves.
No, like it was like it's 2009. Like they're trying to clear cap space, contracts that end at the end of the season. Like the way that they're trying to maneuver for this quote unquote move is so antiquated and doesn't work anymore. There's no such thing as free agency. Like no superstar hits free agency. Like your best bet is a Miles fucking Turner, okay? Like so this idea, like the Luka fucking thing that was going around. I was like, if you do not fucking miss me with that horse shit. And then of course he signs an extension. Everyone signs extensions.
How do you think that extension went over in Andy's office? Do you think like?
I mean, I think they got it on they got the news on a telegraph machine. I don't know how the fuck they get their news. Because if they're paying attention to the fucking NBA landscape, there's no way they thought they would create cap space for Luka. The fuck are you talking about?
He slams a table and like fucking coffee and donuts fly up, and he's like, "Fuck." He's like, "That was supposed to be our guy."
Oh, I thought he was gonna
hit the market.
I thought he's just gonna give away tens of millions of dollars. And you know what? When Luka does want to trade, when he does, because that's what happens. They all sign their extensions and they still ask for trades
the Lakers
anyway.
Are a shit show. He will be asking for a trade.
Okay, and someone's gonna need 4 to 5 first round draft picks for that. Who do the Heat have that? Will the Heat ever have that?
No, it's okay. They're gonna trade one of them for DeRozan.
Exactly.
You know how this ends.
It's just the maneuvering. Like every other smart GM in the league is maneuvering to get draft capital. They don't give a fuck about cap space and free agency. We're the last team left thinking that we're going to pull off another big 3 fucking free agency summer. What's that?
I was going to say, shout out to Bronx Joker for the 34 months.
Hey, Bronx Joker. Carl Tiana says they are positionless. Oh, God. All these
I don't know, man. Alf, when was the last time a Heat season had less energy going into it?
Energy going into it?
Yeah, like I got to be honest with you. I think this is the worst it's ever been for me.
No, I mean there was a year. This year, not the year after we gave all those dumb contracts, like not the year that we gave all the dumb contracts like James Johnson's and Dion Waiters and all that. The year after that, right? Wasn't that pretty fucking putrid?
Yeah, but at least like they had Hassan and like we were still like convincing ourselves about justice. Like we didn't know what Hassan was gonna be. And like so so they give those contracts, they go 30-11, they give 1 years, they go 30-11, they give those guys like 4-year deals. And then that was bad. And then the year after that,
but then Dwayne came and saved it in the middle of the season.
Yeah, see that's the thing. Like, you know, at least
but going into that season after like after the year after they gave all those stupid contracts. We still had
like faith in the front office.
Yeah, no. It was starting to wane at that point.
No, I don't know. I think that was kind of like that was still at the point that we were saying those contracts are tradable. Like they're not bad players.
Oh yeah, I mean like, we were dealing. We were coping, but it doesn't mean we had full faith. We were in the
Kool-Aid. We did shows on that. I think this is worse. I think that there is nothing to. I genuinely think this is not good for like because we're doing a show on this, but I genuinely think there's nothing to look forward to this season. I think there's nothing. I think that Tyler is as good as he's going to be. I think Bam is as good as he's going to be. I think that they have maxed out as players. That's might not be fair. And I think that Bam is a really good player, and I think Tyler's a good player. But I think that they've kind of reached the ceiling at what they're going to be. There's no young, exciting player on this team. I mean, there's Ware kind of this point guard who apparently, you know,
don't start with me with Casper. We won't.
That's another thing. You brought Drew Smith. You fucking drafted Casper. Why are you bringing Drew Smith in? To not play Casper's? Like, I don't know.
Because Casper's going to spend his entire year, half the year in the G League, and half the year on the fucking bench.
Imagine you get drafted by Miami and you fucking live in Sioux Falls. That sucks.
And then Drew Smith's going to come in and blow his knee out in fucking 2 weeks.
Drew Smith's going to take a bad fall, and we're all
everyone's going to be fucking sad. It's just
oh god, and it is going to be sad because Drew Smith seems like a really nice guy who tries really hard and was playing good basketball.
Listen, and a whole year of
this is what the Heat think. Ryan Spravero says, I think the East is a lot worse than you're assuming it's going to make us look better than people think. That's how you set yourself up to be disappointed, sir.
This team, it will be in the play-in at best.
Chicago, Miami, 9-10 matchup. Book it.
Not to make like a whole season of watching Andrew Wiggins mope around on the fucking court.
Have you seen how they're saying how Andrew Wiggins has been in the gym every day this summer?
So what?
Did you see that report?
Has he ever not been in shape? Who gives a fuck?
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Is it gonna make him grow a pair of balls?
What the fuck are we doing? I was like, I wasn't born yesterday. That may work on fucking 17-year-olds. That's just not gonna work on me.
And at the end of the day, it's like you need a guy like Wiggins. Like Wiggins needs a good team around him. Like he needs to work off of superstars. Like, you saw what happened when you're like, Wiggins, we're getting our ass kicked by the Cavs. Can you go get us a bucket? He said, no, fam, I'm straight. Like,
he's like, best I can do is the 17-foot pull-up miss.
He's like, best I can do is a spin move and lose the ball a la Jaime Jaquez. Like,
best I can do is not defend bigger guys and get put under the basket 7 times a series.
Someone says I look like Ice Cube in War of the Worlds. It's actually pretty true. Like, I actually saw like a clip.
Hashtag they all look the same. I mean, you got to cancel that guy. You got to.
Nah, it's the gray beard and like the War of the Worlds Zoom. However they try to do that movie. I did see Ozempic is doing wonders on Alf. Thank you. I did see some clips. I was like, holy shit, that kind of looks like me on Hangover Time. Okay.
Was that a serious movie that he did? What the fuck?
Oh my god, every clip of it I've seen is fucking hilarious. It's so bad now I gotta watch it. It's like the greatest marketing of all time.
But from what I understand, it's like an Amazon commercial.
Yeah. There's a clip they keep showing of like him actually ordering. Him ordering a flash drive on Amazon. Just
like, what the fuck is that?
I met that check cleared. That's all. Someone even pointed out that you could see the green screen reflection in his glasses the entire movie. Ryan says I'm Alpha starring in War of the Front Office.
Okay, we need that movie poster. I'm on it.
Where's Brass when you need him?
I'm sending it to Brass. Brass is that fucking Broadway shows. See, while we're here discussing salary cap complaints, Brass Jazz is going to every Broadway show on earth.
Dude, another year of Terry Rozier.
Nah, he's not playing.
I know, but he's going to be there.
I'm so convinced. I'm actually convinced. I'm convinced that Spo hates him, and I'm convinced that he's not playing.
Spo hates him because he made him look so stupid.
Oh, he made him look ridiculous.
It's
one of the biggest stains in the organization, I think.
And you know what's funny? Somebody put out a starting lineup that would actually be fun, like Tyler, Norm, Jovic, Ware, and Bam. Like that would be fun, right? Like I don't know if they'd be any good, but it'd be something different, fun, big. Like they're not going to do that because they have to play Wiggins. They have to. Because they're trying to trade him. So like we're going to have to watch Wiggins and Tyler try to play off each other. Remember when people were like trying to convince us that like, oh, I mean, Wiggins' numbers are the same as Jimmy's. And it's like I just hope we stop. Did you
see that Draymond tweet? Hold on, I gotta find the Draymond tweet. The Draymond tweet was genuinely one of the fucking. I was like, we're watching a master at work here. Did you see what he tweeted yesterday?
Oh, the whole thing about internet experts wanting Haywood to start over Jimmy.
Yes. So hold on, I'm gonna pull up the tweet here so that the audience can see and we can read it for the audio listeners. But so Draymond puts on Instagram, or it was whatever this is, TikTok, Instagram, whatever this is. Y'all parentheses internet experts close parentheses wanted Jimmy to come off the bench behind dude, and 5 months later the Heat traded him for a bag of chips. That's wild.
The funny thing is,
calling him dude is funny.
We didn't even get a bag of chips. Like we
gave up the bag of chips.
Yeah, we had to send him with a bag of chips. But the part of it is what internet expert is Draymond talking about? Sean
I
Rochester?
Want to meet that. Oh, this is on Threads. Excuse me.
It had to be Sean Rochester because I don't know any other fucking person who wanted Haywood Highsmith to start over Jimmy. Now that was a whole thing because Jimmy was a fucking Ethan.
Saying Ethan.
Jimmy was being a pain in the ass, and they were going to start Haywood over him, and that's why he walked out of practice. Blah blah. But he's acting. But the way he said it, internet experts, like who?
You mean Eric Spoelstra?
Yeah, exactly. Like who is he? Like that was just a weird. But here's the thing. Like why the. Like I said on the time, like Draymond's wrong. He made that shit up, but it doesn't matter. Like the cat's out of the bag. Like my once beloved franchise is a fucking joke. I can't even defend them anymore. Like it's just like okay, yeah, have the jokes because I don't want to defend them. Fuck them. Like yeah, get their ass, Draymond.
We're getting cooked by Draymond Green, imaginary strawman. Which again, it was a beautiful strawman. I've never honestly. It was one of the most immaculate strawmen I've ever seen in my life. He put that shit up, and I was like, what? We're witnessing greatness here, and I think that we should appreciate what Draymond's doing.
And it doesn't matter if it's right or wrong, especially nowadays with our political climate. You can say whatever you want. The perception is a perception, and this franchise is fucking cooked right now. This is going to be a bad season. They're going to be clowned. They're going to be laughed at. The only hope that you can have is like Golden State and Jimmy don't just go off. But you know what's funny? It's like if guys like Haywood play well where he's at, if Duncan plays well in Detroit and they start doing well, like all this shit is just gonna fall right back on the Heat slap. Like just be prepared to be a laughing stock this year. Like be prepared for like Andrew Wiggins low light reels where everyone just laughs that this is the return that the Heat got for Jimmy Butler. Be prepared for like the jokes that because we made the play-in, we didn't get Cooper Flagg, and if he's balling out. Prepare for the jokes that Casper can't even fucking get by anybody in Sioux Falls. Like, just get ready. Like, this is going to be like the entire NBA has been waiting for the Heat to get their comeuppance. It started with that Cavs series, and it's just going to snowball the rest of the fucking season.
Alf, it could be worse. We could have Michael Porter Jr. doing a media tour on our team.
Yeah, I mean, at least he's interesting.
When was the last time a Heat player gave an interview as interesting as him?
That guy just needs to shut the fuck up. Like,
no, he needs to not shut the fuck up. He needs to talk more.
But who is advising this asshole? Jonte?
He's always like, yo, my brother gets no girls.
Yeah, like he's a gambling addict that gets no action. Like, it's just real.
My brother got a little ass. Maybe we wouldn't have been in jail. That's all.
What we need to do is we need to get Terry Rozier on his fucking podcast. So
I think we need to introduce Terry Rozier to Michael Porter Jr. and have them become friends.
And Jonte,
I think they would get along great.
And I need just Terry to get on that show and incriminate himself.
And who's the other? Malik Beasley too. Just get them all.
Get him. I just need Terry to give the FBI some real fucking. I don't want Terry to go to jail. I just want him off my team.
You don't? I do. To get these criminals off the street, Alphonse. Kidding me? Clean up.
Wait till you see the National Guard at Heat games.